What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Newberg pod. My name is J. Chris Newberg. I'm here today with my friend Lauren Bell, who was on the show a few weeks ago. Here's what happened. She's not going to be very. She freezes a little bit on this, but her sound is there. So if you're enjoying it, you want to listen to audio, that's there. But otherwise, she's just going to be frozen on occasion. But you'll get to see her delightful smile.
Am I frozen?
No, your voice isn't, but sometimes you do.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
She's in her bedroom. You see where the magic happens. And I made that joke earlier. And she said, the magic is sleep. That's not her voice. But anyways, I got on the pod and I was like, here's what happened, Lauren. Like I got on the pod and I was like, I want to talk about 2026. And I want to talk about like all the weirdness of week one. And I started doing this and I was like, ugh. And then you called and I was like, oh, I'm going to answer. So after my 10th attempt at starting the pod, you called. I was like, do you want to do a pod now? And you're like, sure. And anyone wondering, they're like, where's Hannah? I don't know. I just wanted to do a pod to talk, and then I got annoyed at myself. And then you showed up. So I was like, yeah, let's fuck around. Let's talk. So knowing in advance, everyone, Lauren Bell does not know the topics. But that doesn't mean she can't bring up her own topics. And it doesn't mean that we don't have no idea how long we're going to go. We're just going to talk. And maybe she's frozen, but I'm not. You're welcome. So happy 2026. Welcome again to the show, Lauren. How are you?
Thank you. Hi, I'm great. I don't feel super kinetic in the new year, but I never do because I feel like every other living creature on the planet is still in hibernation. It's just completely unnatural. So anybody out there who just doesn't feel like being really kinetic in the new year, just wait till like March, I feel like I'm only thawed by the Guinness of St. Patrick's Day, so that's perfectly acceptable.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal. And the number just that will be revealed later is 78904. The number will be revealed later, but right now it's 78904. What does that mean? We'll talk about that later. Yeah, you're right. It's one of those things where it's like there's a difference between. God, did you ever read the Matthew McConaughey book Green Lights?
No, I did not.
Okay. Do you audiobook ever?
A lot, but nothing, profound.
I recommend
Matthew McConaughey profound? Okay.
He's great. He's so charismatic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He just talks about his
life.
Does
he read it?
Yeah.
And then I'm in. Yeah. If he reads it, I'll listen to anything he says.
It's like if you go for walks, it's a couple hours and you're done. And it's like it's so good. It's not so good. It's like, but it's such a funny concept because Matthew McConaughey. Look at Matthew McConaughey physically. Look at him talent-wise. Look at him career-wise. So to sit there and listen to a guy talk about how easy everything is when he lists how easy it actually was based on everything he's done, you're like, yeah, I don't think it works out like that for everybody. But it is still educational, and he's got some great stuff. And one of the things that he was talking about in the book, which I found to be fascinating, was he said that when he was in Dazed and Confused, he goes to do Dazed and Confused. He hears about the movie, and he introduces himself to one of the people in the movie. He ends up connecting with the director, and he gets the part of Wooderson, which initially has one line. But he eventually becomes an important character because of all of the different things that he did. And then he got another, I want to say Texas Chainsaw Massacres. He got 2 movies while living in Texas. So he moves to Los Angeles, gets to LA, and he moves in with he goes to visit this agent. And he's like, yeah, let's do this. And he's like, I need an agent. I need a producer. And the producer was like, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of here with your agent, your producer, your manager. You smell, you stink of desperation. You're awful. Get the fuck out of here. Go somewhere and visit. Do a life lesson. Come back here when you want to do something versus needing to do something. And I was like, oh, that's very powerful. Want versus need. And I was like, okay. So what do I want to do versus what do I need to do? And since I was still living in the world of need, I was like, oh, here are the things I need to do tomorrow. And I started to make a list and I just got tired. And it wasn't for that I'm not motivated or excited to do it. It's that you can't give someone, like there's the joke of, are you guys ready to kill it in 2026? Yeah. All right, let's take 5 days off first. Wait, what? I'm like, it's a weird thing. So I agree with you. But anyway, Matthew McConaughey, and I was talking about the weirdness of week one, and I was going to go into all of this different stuff that I wanted to go into, and I just got bored, and then you appeared. So thank you. So let's talk about stuff that I've written down and talk about you. Also, I got yelled at by
Okay.
Michelle because of the
Wow. Did
last time you
you
were on the
probably
show.
deserved it though.
I always do. Uh,
She can do no
she,
wrong. So,
no,
you know.
no. She said I didn't talk about what people can contact you enough or get in
Oh,
touch with. She said that I failed in that capacity. So for people, because you're a fabulous financial person, you're going into this new line of work, or it's much less new than the last time we spoke. How do
oh, I
people get in
love her
touch with you?
even more. I love
Yeah, you
her.
should.
I didn't even know if that was possible, but thank you, Michelle.
Sure. That's okay. She doesn't listen. It's so what was I going to say? So how do people get in touch with you?
Oh, how do people get in touch with me? Well, goodness. This would have been good to discuss beforehand because I would have been prepared, but I do have an email, prettygoodfinances@gmail.com.
Spell
And
that.
then I also,
Spell that.
spell it,
Yep.
pretty good finances.
No dashes, no slashes.
No dashes, no anything. No, pretty, PRETTYGOOD finances at gmail.com. And I have the same Instagram account. So if you want to just, we're doing less Instagram, but more, I'm in a building materials phase right now. And so the slide decks have taken a back seat, but those are the ways to get in touch with me. And
Pretty good finance is
pretty good
finance.
finances, multiple finances. It's actually the LLC is pretty finances.
Good. Oh, nice. That's an interesting. That's a good name for your business.
Thanks.
My business names have been in my life, J. Chris Newberg, because that's creative.
Classic.
Same day service.
Cool.
Which and
is it same day?
It was when I started the old business.
I feel like if I text you with like a joke or something, you will respond with in the same day. So
I'm pretty immediate about responses to everyone because it's just easier.
Friendship. Yeah.
Yeah. No. But my business now is Newberg LLC, which is why not?
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. So good stuff. That's they know how to get hold of you. Want versus need. Looking at my notes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you sent me a joke yesterday. Yesterday. Tell me about this joke. Tell me the whole from start to finish. Why you think it's a good idea? Tell it to me, and we'll go from there.
Well, I just was thinking about how when you first start dating people, you and you start to have that like sort of verbal foreplay, and you're like getting to know each other, and you're getting excited about each other, and you start to talk about all the things that you like. You're basically just telling the story of what you've done with other people.
Yeah.
And I feel like because once you're in the context of once you're in the relationship, like you don't want to hear about that. Like you don't want to know like all the things you've done before and where you fit it and where you've put it and what you've like, which way you've done it. And so like, and so I think it's very interesting because it does.
You're speaking physically.
Physically. Yeah. Like I think that when people like, it's like an excitable thing when you're first dating somebody to like talk about that stuff and be like, so what do you like? Oh yeah, you like it there. And then you're like, how do you, and then it's just because everything that we like and don't like is just telling a story of the events that have led up to that moment. And then once you're in the relationship, you're like, don't even mention her name. Like, don't even, you don't even want to know. And so, but I think it's funny because I was specifically, normally when I tell you a joke, I'm like, oh, like, feel free to use this if you feel like it's funny because you can find the joke in the like premise,
Right.
and then that one, and then halfway through getting through that one, I was like, that's one of those cases where like it would actually be funnier coming from a man in that case because men are more insecure about what their women do sexually. No offense, but you are. And then of course I thought about like, well, then if you say that, then you get inevitably the drunk men disagreeing with you, and then it's more fun to heckle for the women. So it sort of was flip-flopping in my mind of like where this would go, what direction it would go in. Do you ever, can I ask you a question? Like, do you know, and I'm sure you do, but like when you're telling a joke, when you're writing a joke, and you're like, I'm writing this joke, I know without a doubt that there's going to be some person in the audience who's going to respond this way. Like you just know that like this guy's coming.
For example, if I ever say, you guys want any requests? I know one idiot's going to shout out Freebird.
Oh, yes.
So same thing with, we kind of see that all the time. So go on.
Yeah. So that was sort of and I didn't know, I mean, this is from a like long standing, like stand-up would be. Long-standing it's a dream that I'll never do. Like, it's very like, I would love it. And I do stand up in my head because I would love to do it. But realistically, I could never do what you do. And I have other interests and other things that I've been doing. But so like, it'll just like, but my brain will go there and then I'll be like, oh man, you just know there's going to be, but this is also just years of hanging out, in between the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store, West Hollywood, and absorbing all of your good degenerate juju.
So much degenerate juju. Yeah, it's unique. I haven't, as a person who writes often, I really haven't written in like 5 weeks. And like, I was like, and by really haven't, I mean, I've written a joke here, a joke there, but I just like, when I was in such pain with my knees, when my knees were killing me, I couldn't focus. I was just like, knock me the fuck out. I just kept sleeping and hoping it would work. And I hadn't written. And yesterday, I told Michelle a street joke. And in that moment, when I was telling her this street joke, I got excited because I still had my rhythm and my nuances to the joke. And I'll tell the joke. The joke is, and again, this is like one of the very first jokes I heard on a bus in like 7th grade, 8th grade.
You heard it or you wrote it?
Heard it. It's a street joke. Okay. That's what a street joke is like. Guy walks into a bar and he's like, ow. Like that sort of thing.
Cool.
So
I'm with you.
Okay. There's this kid and he's observing and he's watching this main street in a city, and he sees this gentleman and this old guy walk up to a woman, and he walks right up to her and he goes, hey, tickle your ass with a feather. And she's like, excuse me? And he goes, particularly nasty weather. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. And she walks away and the kid sees this and he's like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen. He's like, you gotta teach me how to do that. He runs up to the guy and he's like, you gotta tell me. Old man's like, buzz off, kid. This is my bit. You're gonna fuck it up. He's like, I won't. The kid bugs him relentlessly. And eventually the guy goes, fine. Here's what you do. And he explains it to him. It's like, when you see a woman who's beautiful or any woman you'd like to talk to, walk right up to her and be like, hey, tickle your ass with a feather. When she gets it, what? Like, particularly nasty weather. Then you can't get in trouble. Kid's like, oh my God, it's fucking genius. It's genius. I fucking love that. He's like, all right, just be calm. Don't mess it up. So he's like, got it. He's like, all right, go get her. He's like, runs up to this woman and he shoves her. He goes, hey. And he goes, shove a feather up your ass. And she's like, what? And he goes, it's fucking cold out here. And I realized in that moment when I was telling the joke that people wouldn't tell that joke like that. They wouldn't have the enthusiasm and the adding things. Or maybe they would. Everyone will tell that joke different. But I was able to connect to it because I knew where I was going from point A to point B. And I just was like, I had fun with it. So in that moment, I was able to rediscover some missing rhythms that have been in my brain. Because normally, like, I'll think of something like, if you want to inspire change, break a dollar.
Who doesn't?
Right. But if you want to inspire change, break a dollar is wordplay. How do I get that to be funny? And then I have to maneuver it. And then it's just like, is it a pun? Is it a post? Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I think you're right. I think a lot of people, like, everything's an interview, and it was so funny when you were talking about dating and having conversations and verbal flirting and going back and forth with people. All I kept thinking about was like dating in essence, minus this gruesome comparison. It's a lot like hunting, because you think to yourself, the sport of hunting must be great. I've never hunted. I gotta get a bow and arrow or a gun. Gotta get some camouflage. Gotta go outside in the wilderness. Gotta get my hunting license. Gotta find my big game. Gotta shoot and kill this animal. Holy shit, now I gotta carry it back to my fucking car. Now I gotta take it home. Now I gotta clean it. Now I gotta cook this meat. This is disgusting. What am I gonna do with all this fucking deer venison? Jesus Christ, why won't this woman stop calling me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of it goes into the, like, all of it can be
Yeah.
set up into that sort of like, so you'll get a premise. And that's what I was thinking. So many different comics think so many different things. So, nah. But anyways,
Yeah.
do you have a good New Year?
I declined 2 parties and did a face mask and listened to my audiobook and was barely awake by midnight. So yeah,
On
it was
brand.
great.
It
It was really bad weather. I didn't want to travel. It was like the worst weather. So
Aren't you in San Fran
East
or
Bay,
area?
all over.
East do you know is San Jose near you or
I think
that comedy
everyone in the
club?
Bay considers everything else in the Bay to be near us. Yeah, San Jose is a little more south, so it is like an hour about. But a Bay Area hour is like an LA hour. So you're like, that's easy, that's like a
10
lunch.
minutes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I'm playing Rooster Teeth. I'm playing that Rooster Teeth Feathers in Sunnyvale, which apparently is near San Jose.
Yes.
I don't know. I have to figure out the closest airport. Oh, yeah. I have to figure out the closest airport. January or something. I'll message you. You're coming. You have to come.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll be there.
Okay. So, all right. Talking about dating, talking about, going through it and having a breakup as you had last year. I happened to come upon this article having nothing to do with you because, again, you're not even familiar with these topics. I saw this thing online, and are you familiar with the concept of renting people? Like, what do you think of when I say renting people?
Renting people. I mean, I would say probably something very cultural in not our culture that is considered a little bit more normal, but is like adjacent to prostitution. I think that we have a lot of taboo around that kind of stuff, but I think that other cultures, especially some Asian cultures, would find it to be a little more normalized in that way. I don't know. Don't cancel me, but that is what I would presume.
So when renting people to you is sex workers?
No, I think I'm saying it's adjacent to, like, we would consider it to be adjacent to it, but what we discovered, like what we know about prostitution in America is that, like, what we know from like anecdotally talking to women who are in sex work, they have disclosed that so much of their of the money that they make is not actually from performing sex acts, but performing companionship acts. And so I would assume in cultures like Japan, where like you have more, there's like sex is more taboo in some ways. And then in other ways, it's like, no, this is just what you would do. Like, this is a part of society in a way to sort of like, either commercialize or normalize these things. Like we sort of stick our heads in the sand about it. We sort of stigmatize a lot of things. And in other areas of the world, they're like, for better, for worse, they're like, this is just kind of life. And so that is what I would assume. That's what I think of when you talk about renting people, because of the way you phrased it, I assumed it wasn't about trafficking. So I'm not saying that doesn't also exist and is a huge problem, but I don't feel like you were going in that direction.
Absolutely not. No. What was I going to say? I think that it already exists in the United States under a different format, but it's worded as pick your brain. Like, that is the renting people of the United States. It's like, hey, Lauren's a specialist in this. I really have a bunch of questions about her. It's not really about her talking to me at all. It's about me asking her a bunch of stuff that I need. So I'm going to take her to lunch. Therefore, I'm renting Lauren by taking her to lunch.
Am I getting paid for that lunch or no?
I'm just saying this is an imaginary transaction. So I'm just saying it. I'm making it. I think the point was I was trying to make it worth your while. So making it worth your while is, hey, free lunch, but not now.
Sure.
To you.
We call it networking.
Sure, whatever the case may be. So, but the reason that renting, so in Japan, they rent people. Mm-hmm. They do it because of politeness, loneliness, and emotional restraint. not sex. They rent people in Japan because because there is a very, very high urban density, which means there's a lot of people there. I think 37, 39 million people, a lot of people. They have very low marriage rates. And they don't like to, they're a strong culture of not burdening others emotionally, which.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Well, it's the suicide forest.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I just said yes.
Do you want to know real quick? I could.
Yeah, give me the one sentence version.
Yeah, it is the place that it is a forest.
Oh, suicide forest.
Because it's forest. Yeah, it's the place that they go when people go and they don't want to unburden their family with the choice of unaliving themselves.
I understand that completely. I thought you said suicide for us. And I was like, is that a toy store?
Oh, no. Of just killing yourself products.
Yeah. Oh my God. That would be that. You know what? Look online.
Yeah.
Business idea.
Just like ropes and cyanide and.
Right. Well, so minus murder. So Japan focuses on practicality, not desperation. And one of the main things they focus on is widespread loneliness. And I think that you can agree in 2026 with social media madness and segue alert, AI stuff, there is so much opportunity to do so many things, to be visually distracted, to feel emotionally empty and feel lonely. Am I correct?
Yes.
And in some situations like this morning when I was talking and I was just like, who cares? And it wasn't, and this is the voice in my brain. I have people who listen to the show who like it, who send me nice messages. But in my brain, I'm like bored. And I was just like, oh man, I really wish someone would appear. And then you were like, ring. Hey, you want to be on a show now? Yeah. And then here we are. So it's people rental minus people rental.
Oh, you're renting me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
You're getting paid in network
right now.
Yeah. You're getting paid in network coin, which is a new crypto. Network coin.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, network coin. Speaking of liking and subscribing, if you enjoy the Newberg Pod, please like, follow, subscribe on YouTube at Newberg Pod, or listen to us wherever you stream. And again, if you're looking to connect with Lauren, go to prettygoodfinances@gmail and reach out to her. Renting people also exists in Japan because they have the different options that they have. I'm sorry, I'm reading this from my notes. The different options are what you can rent someone to do. You can talk over coffee, a coffee date. You get paid for a coffee date. How many coffee dates have you had that you wish you got paid for?
I always get paid for them.
For coffee dates?
Well, they buy the coffee.
Blocked.
It's not supposed to happen that way.
Yeah. You can also walk around a city, go to a museum, sit quietly with you, practice conversation, be present. Here are the rules for this $20 to $40 an hour.
I actually love that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that business would be huge in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
It'd be huge anywhere.
No physical intimacy, no emotional dependency, no sex, just public, $20, $40. But you say, I want more. You say, I want more. Lauren, say it.
Ooh. I say, I want more?
Yeah. Just say, I want more.
Oh, I want more. Yeah.
Great. So you can also rent a boyfriend or girlfriend, strictly platonic also. It's closer.
Like Thanksgiving?
It's closer.
I know they don't have Thanksgiving.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me read it.
Okay. I'm excited.
This is the closer to romantic role play, but still, it's like holding hands. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. But it's sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Not all the time. Going on dates. I would imagine you hold the hands on the dates. Listening, laughing, posing for photographs.
Uh-huh. And very
acting.
important.
Oh, here's my favorite. Acting attentive and affectionate within the room. This is about experience, not deception. Many clients want to feel, a lot of people, they say this is important because people want to feel chosen. They want to practice dating. Practice dating. That's a great concept too. Mm-hmm. Want company without commitment. Oh my God.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, hold on. You're saying, I don't know if that's enough. I want more. Say it, Lauren.
I want more. What else is there?
Well, you could also
There must be more.
You can rent a family. Yes.
Wait, isn't there a movie about this? A Brendan Fraser movie?
I don't know. Is it called
I thought
Family Rental?
they rent him as like a dad.
It's possible.
I don't know. I don't know. It could be one of those. I just okay.
Oh,
Shout out to Brendan Fraser. I love you.
This is so sad. This is so sad.
Oh.
No, you can rent parents for weddings.
No, well, that's okay. That's like, it is sad, but it's like, but if someone needs, like, there is like a nonprofit here, I think, that does that for LGBTQ people who don't have supportive parents, which I would 100% do. Oh
yeah,
my God,
for sure. Yeah, that'd be
wonderful.
great. But it's like, this is like a business opportunity. I'm so surprised this hasn't been done.
I know.
A spouse.
Well, it's here, you mean, because we have too much taboo over it.
But I think there's a way. There's got to be a way to do it.
There is a way, which is weird because although we have higher taboo in America, but we also have higher like capitalist instincts, and anything that can make money, we're like, let's do it. And it usually doesn't matter how weird it is, but we just have such an extreme taboo about that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Which makes me sad.
It should make you sad. Let's see. Parents for weddings, a spouse to satisfy relatives on holidays. Boom, bing, 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 bing. You got it right. And kids.
I wonder how like well known is this service? Is this like a cultural well known thing, or is this a little bit like
it's pretty big?
You don't really. I would just think that if you're like showing up at like a dinner and you have like a I don't know, a partner that you've paid for, that there would just be a lot of like, I think it would introduce a lot more speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would it just be like part of the conversation that like, oh, like is like their new boyfriend even a real boyfriend? Like, we don't know. Like that'd be weird, you know? Oh, you don't know him. He goes to a different school. I met him at summer camp. You know, like it just feels like that problem can.
I think that, you know, that's valid. That's valid. It's
a valid point.
Yeah, I think that in here though, like in the States or in California, the states of California, it's more people are focused on like, okay, for example, I have a party tonight. I have a party tonight with my family, and I need them to meet, and they've been bugging me forever to meet my girlfriend. So I need to bring my girlfriend. And they're like, you have a girlfriend all of a sudden? Where'd you meet? They start asking questions. And I'm like, look, you know what? I rented this girl. So you guys would leave me the fuck alone. I haven't found the right person yet. I rented her. She's rented. I'm paying her $400. Enjoy the shit out of this. Get all the pictures you want. I didn't want to fucking do this, but this is for fucking me to get you guys to shut the fuck up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't be like, good for you. They'd be like, wait for you to leave. And they'd be like, why the fuck did Chris have to rent a woman? What is wrong with him? And they would make it about how fucked up I am versus the efforts I'm making to
you
get
wouldn't
myself.
Tell them. Yeah, you couldn't tell them.
It's my scenario. I just told them.
No, okay. Well, I'm sorry.
They're imaginary parents. It's not a real fight.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, that's the best part of this show. You just called me, and here we are. We're on the fucking show. We're on the show. Jeez, we've been talking for 20 minutes. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay. We're gonna do this. First, you can also rent a listener. You can also loneliness in Japan is treated as a logistical problem, not a moral failure. Whereas that's, I think, what I was just saying. Whereas here, it's like a moral failure.
Of course. It is. Well, it is here though, because you know,
it's like when you lived in here versus living in California. Like whatever, you're the age you are, you're the place you're at. And you're here to do whatever and have a good life and enjoy yourself and succeed, as we all are. And how many times would you say a week that you find yourself just being like, which is the cultural definition of, man, I'm kind of lonely. I kind of want to like this, or I kind of want to that. And I mean, would you say it's never? Would you say it's often?
I'm not particularly lonely.
You've ruined our whole business idea, buddy. The whole business is just closed.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. No. I think well, I think conceptually it's excellent. I'm in support of it.
Oh yeah, sure. But I'm just saying, just in general, would you not agree that there are tons of lonely dudes in Los Angeles?
Absolutely. Yes, everywhere. Not just,
Would you say there's many lonely women?
everywhere. Yes, sure. In different ways. Yeah, I would say that.
All right. Okay.
No, I would say the market is there. The market is there. Yes, it is an untapped market, I think, in so many ways. I think that well, and I know just, even if I don't even think about myself, but I think about like the needs of like some of my friends where like and family members where they're like, I mean, they created Bumble BFF because there were women that were like, I'll literally meet a best friend on a dating app. I don't care. I want a friend. Like I want a good girlfriend.
And
And
did that
so
work?
like,
Was that successful?
I think in some cases it is. I had a lot of success on, there was a Facebook group when I was living in LA that got a little bit too big and sort of imploded. But I was part of a Facebook group in LA, and it was everything from like, hey ladies, where do you get your nails done that you trust, to like, I had a girl reach out and she goes, I'm kind of bored and I just really need friends and I really want to like hang out with somebody. Like, would anybody want to hang out with me? And I was like, I'll hang out with you. And like, I still am in contact with her today. Like, and turns out she was fucking rad. So yeah, like that, when that's facilitated in a way that we're familiar, I
Right.
think that we'll jump on it, of course. And so if you introduce another like sort of mechanism for that same thing, absolutely. Like the market's teeming with willing participants, I
It
think.
could be, watch how I do this, Lauren, watch how I do this. It could be the new tanning bed. It could be the new
Uh-huh.
payphone. It could be the new AI. What do you think about AI, Lauren?
I'm so glad you asked.
Segway.
Who wants to hear about AI? What do we want to talk about? The bubble? Do you want to know about the bubble?
Well, here's the thing. I've got about 12 topics left, so let's do it
Oh,
under.
okay.
So let's do rapid fire. So we'll say like 2 to 3 minutes talking about
Just
AI.
just email me. Honestly,
No.
I
Give me the
no, I
bullets.
will. Okay, so bullet points are the biggest are, is there a bubble? Will it pop? Right? That's the
Mhm.
question.
Or
The
when.
answer is, or when, right? So yes, there is a bubble. Yes, it will pop is sort of the relative term here. Some deflate; they don't always pop. So it might not be like the Hindenburg, but it will. It's not. It's a. It could take. .com bubble took 2 years, right? So I would say, yes. So remembering that finance is 90%, just like stand-up comedy, which you told me was what, 80-90% entertainment, 10% joke telling.
99.1.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, same thing with finance, behavioral versus numbers.
Sure.
So yeah, so I mean, what I do is teach people how to do like build long-term wealth and be really, and like see things in the news and not shit their pants. So in this case, I will tell you to not shit your pants. If you have a lot of money in the AI space, you can downsize a little bit or you cannot. Because if you're young, you're going to be fine and everything's going to be fine. And if you have a lot of money in weird, random little companies that say they're going to do all this stuff. But yeah, we are really close. And why are we close? We're close because everything, a really good indicator is like everyone is like telling you that their bullshit is AI based. And when they start to like tack it on to their company or their product or their whatever, and everyone's trying to like, if you have like all these ankle biters, like trying to build off the hype, that's when you know that you're like, ooh, because the people that are in it are in it. And as far as I'll say one more thing about the sort of infrastructure everyone's sharing this a lot on social media. So I just want to like address it really quick, but everyone's sharing this sort of Oracle, OpenAI, NVIDIA circle jerk that's like happening. And they're like they're all funding. It's like, yes, they're doing that. Yes, they're all, they're all generating more and more investment from each other. And that is what's contributing to like this growing bubble, because that's what it is. A bubble is like this big speculation of bullshit that doesn't actually exist, and it's monopoly money. But ultimately, they're just the heavy hitters, and they're going to absorb anything else anyway. So those places are relatively safe. And seen. Okay.
All right. Good work. Thank you for that. Anybody else who has additional questions, please email Lauren at prettygoodfinances@gmail.com. You ready for rapid fire, buddy?
I am.
All right. 78,904 was the original total. 78,904 since we started.
Yes.
78,904. Do you have any guesses? Do you have any guesses what that number is?
This sounds like maybe it's debt adjacent.
Debt adjacent.
Does this have to do with someone's debt?
It might.
Oh, it might. Somebody I know, not personally.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, someone we all know, not personally.
So there's
yes.
The number 78904 was at the beginning of the pod. I was talking about, I don't know if you know this or not, but let's see, read more. Mickey Rourke is in a shitty situation because he's losing his house. So Mickey Rourke put out a GoFundMe. This is my favorite. So first off, Mickey Rourke puts out $100,000 GoFundMe. He needs $100,000 for his GoFundMe. He needs it in 3 days. He starts a GoFundMe. He straight up says, I'm Mickey Rourke, or his friend does it for him. I'm Mickey Rourke. I've fallen on tough times. I need to pay rent this month. $100,000 for fucking rent, buddy. So he goes and he starts, or his friend starts a GoFundMe, and they need $100,000 in 3 days to pay rent. And when we started the pod, it was at $78,904.
This is the GoFundMe.
Yeah, he's 81% there. And now I will hit refresh 78904 and see how much he's made during the show. 78904. He is now at $80,512.
Wow.
I'm looking at these donations and
what
it's
a maniac.
5,000, 200, 2,000 people who don't know this guy. And I just have
you don't think they know him? You don't think the 5,000 people know him?
I mean,
why not just go to dinner with like your rich friends?
I mean, why not?
And be like, hey.
I bet you can get a really, really
why not
nice
downsize?
place. Yeah, I bet you can get a really nice place for 95. I mean, sure.
And he's renting? Why is he renting?
I mean, he doesn't look like he's made a lot of good decisions. I mean, he really did you see how fucked up his face? And he's an incredible actor. But and that's also another fun, sad thing. Save your money, kids. Pretty Good Finances at Gmail. You don't want to be in a situation where you're 73 and you're paying $100,000 a month in rent.
And you need a GoFundMe to pay for it.
Oh, because you know what's gonna. Here's the thing. Here's the worst part about that. What happens in February? He's gonna do another fucking GoFundMe. It's not gonna work. People eventually are gonna be like, "Get your shit together." So good luck to Mickey Rourke, who has fallen on hard times. If you haven't seen The Wrestler recently, wow, so good. He's just great, or he was great at what he did.
Royalties?
I don't think you get that.
We're gonna just put him in the category of not making good financial decisions. So I'm gonna just assume that everything that he's a product of his choices at this point.
I think everything about $100,000 rent tells you what you need to know about quality.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Cool. Okay. All right. Do you watch Land Demand?
Oh my God. You know what? My parents do, and they've been talking about it a lot. They love it.
Run, don't walk. Run, do not walk.
Okay.
Fun. So good.
Okay. And what's your what? Tell me more.
The only weird thing about it is, well, there's two things. One, excuse me. That's one of the fun parts of this medicine they don't tell you. The Wegovy. Yes, I love. Yeah. No, not really. It's so weird. Like Cedar's cardiologist people are like, stuff's fucking awesome. You don't have to worry about weird side effects.
Coke?
No, Wegovy.
Oh, your stuff.
My
Oh.
stuff. But I have to burp every fucking 10 seconds. That's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, rapid fire. So Mickey Rourke, that's done. Evangeline Lilly has brain damage. Sad.
Oh,
True
we
or false?
just sailed over the other one.
What was the other one? Oh, Landman. Oh, yeah, Run, Don't
Landman.
Walk. That was it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's really,
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton. I do that a lot. Billy Bob Thornton is 70 in real life, and Sam Elliott plays his father. He's 81, which means Sam Elliott would have been fucking before puberty.
Oh, you know what? No, I've seen an episode though. They age him a lot. They age him up.
Yeah, he's it's tremendous. You should watch it. And then the next thing is there was this really great, like every once in a while you'll watch 10 seasons of something to get like one line out of a song or out of a show. And the one line I got out of this so far is the guy goes, Sam Elliott says, and he's like, "What are you in such a fucking hurry for?" I'm paraphrasing. He's like, "Every problem you're running to is still going to be there when you get there. Why don't you enjoy your fucking life? Go at a regular pace." And just blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, preach. And that was what led me to this is what, like, going from, oh my God, I got to do so much stuff to get back. I've been off for a month. Now I got to get back to what do I want to do? Like, what do I want to do?
Oof.
Like, I made it. I told myself I wasn't going to call or email Gersh or my manager or anybody. I was just going to I was going to be like, this is the year. And I've done that every year for 25 years. Just not doing it. I mean, they've got shit to do, get their stuff done. It's going to be a good year. Okay. Keep them going rapid fire. Evangeline Lilly. Do you know her from Lost?
Yes.
Brain damage. Would you still do her?
It would feel a little unethical.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
But she was the one who said she had brain damage.
Would I truly know if she really wanted to be there?
Yeah, you never know. Here's something profound. You ready?
Age of consent. Consent, bro.
You ready, Lauren? Here's the profound thing.
Yeah, ready.
Marry, fuck, kill, marriage, fucking, or murder.
Uh-huh.
That's what I just give you the choices. Marry, fuck, kill, marriage, fucking, killing.
Wait, no people?
No. Would you like to marry, fuck, or kill, marriage, fuck, and killing? Would you like to marry? Would you like to marry, marriage, kill, killing, fuck, fucking? Would you like to marry, fucking?
Oh my God.
Marriage?
My brain is not working for this.
That's the greatest question ever. I think so. Someone just came up with a new premise. Marry, F, kill, marriage, effing and killing. I think you pretty much can only do what you can do.
At this point, I'd marry fucking.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I don't know
what I do with the others.
Yeah, there you go. All right, a couple more. Human rental. We did that. I follow this page on Instagram, which is so morbid and so. I gotta find it. But it's worth sharing. It's basically about. Sorry, everyone. I should have thought this through more. Oh, there it is. How do you get your feed on Insta? Oh, there it is. It is basically it tells its last photographs before people die, and then it tells it tells you a little story. It tells you a little story. It's like, we'll wrap it up soon. It tells you a little story. It's like, this guy started a brand new job. 2 days later, he fell into a pile of molten lava and disappeared. And and there was no body. And I'm like, why do I care? Why am I fascinated? Why can I not watch and see what the next one is? It's like Faces of Death. It's weird. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Let's see. My advice for 2026, everyone, before we ask Lauren her advice, which I didn't prepare her for, is don't be discouraged. This is the year that you just make it a year. Every year you have people who are like, this is my year. Last year sucked, and last year was awesome. And just keep doing you. Don't be discouraged. Focus. Stay positive. Positivity has proven nothing other than really good things happen to people who stay positive. Just do your fucking best, man. Do your best, and good things will happen, especially if you're nice. So that's my advice for 2026. Don't be discouraged. Keep going. Do good stuff. What's your advice, Lauren?
Mine was close to yours in the vein of stay positive. Mine is, I think that people struggle with putting out positivity.
Mm-hmm.
My advice would be just reject negativity. Start there. Just like if you're being, I always tell myself in my brain, like change the channel. Like I know that's this little Mel Robbins of me, and now I'm using the Italian.
I do that as well. I do that as well.
Yeah, but like change it, like just avoid. You don't have to like. It's not about getting up and like screwing on the and like pushing through when you feel like shit. It's just like don't be negative and like reject it. You will like see it everywhere. If you start to pay attention to your own negativity, you'll start to see when other people are negative. And if you like politely, boundaries, whatever, like reject that negativity, it makes people a little uncomfortable, but it like feels so good. So like, yeah, just change the channel and like really like just avoid the negativity. It's not about like, I think the problem when we try to make good choices for ourselves is they're not actually genuine good choices because we're trying so hard to like project the thing that we want. And it's like, there is a letting it come naturally, but like if you just stay away from the stuff that you don't want, if you stay away from like the negative bad stuff, like then you will find it way easier to make good choices that make you feel good. So it's not as hard to like, you're trudging through the shit in order to like find the good stuff. Like the good stuff will just be there if you just get rid of the shit.
Yep.
That's my advice. Yeah.
It's great advice. Great advice. Thank you again for randomly doing the show. Thanks everybody for listening. Again, if you like the show, please like and subscribe at Newberg Pod on YouTube. Please check out Pretty Good Finances at Gmail and say hi to Lauren. I'm sure Lauren will do the show again. Hannah should be back this week. I'm sure I'll do the show again. My name's on the face. Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's just try something. Let's see how mentally connected you and I are.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So this is a one-word answer. Last question, and on the count of 3, do not answer before I go 1, 2, 3, answer, and then answer.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, answer, and then answer.
Okay.
So not 1, 2, 3, then say the answer. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say answer, and then we both say answer.
We're going to say answer, and then we say the answer.
No. I'll be more clear. I apologize. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, answer, and then we both say the answer after I say. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were saying we both say answer. But
do I have any time to think about it?
Nope. It's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to get this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm going to get it right. There's a right. There's a wrong.
This podcast ended 2 days ago. Let's do the question. Are you ready? Here we go.
Okay.
How much money is too much money to spend on rent in Los Angeles? 1, 2, 3, answer. $100,000 is too much money to spend on rent.
I got it wrong. You can't ask a finance analyst to answer this question because it's going to be technical.
But I was
technical. It's 50% of your question.
No, the answer is $100,000.
The answer is $100,000, Mickey.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We will see you next time.
Thanks. See you next time.
Thanks for doing it, buddy.
Not the next, whatever the next time I'm here.